wife or child or anything, you just want to grow, then it's very quick.
Conscious practice. What's conscious? This is Vish, and today I'll be responding to Sadhguru's video on devotion in the corporate world. My name is V, I'm an aspiring yogi, love all things meditation, yoga, and wisdom based. Super grateful to have you watching this with me. Devotion in the corporate world. These are almost polar opposite terms that I'm hearing, so super curious about what Sadhguru has to say about this, and let's get into the video.
Sadhguru, you mentioned about the fact that a true devotee is the one who is willing to give himself up and his agendas. How does one work with this philosophy in, let's say, any work in this corporate world or
You cannot.
In this business?
You just cannot, because you have your own agendas. So don't waste your time on devotion, you must explore other ways. Devotion means taking your emotion to its highest pitch. Yes? Isn't it so? You have various kinds of emotions. Devotion is held as the highest form of emotion because it's least entangling, it's liberating. So taking your emotion to its highest pitch, devotees are insane people, they are not reasonable people as far as the world is concerned. They are very beautiful people within themselves. But as far as the society is concerned, they are usually insane people. Your Mirabais, I don't know if you've heard of the South Indian devotees, Akka Mahadevis, all these people are very insane people. You can't live with them. After they are gone, you can worship them. When they are there, nobody could understand what the hell is happening with these people. I know Meera is so worshipped in the northern part of the country. There is a wonderful book called Cuckold, written by Kiran Nagarkar. This is life perspective of Meerabai's husband. Let's say you have a wife who believes she is Krishna's wife, not yours. All the time, she's going into such states that it's like Krishna is with him, with her, she's dancing with him, she's loving him, she's kissing him, she's everything, okay? She's so deeply involved. Now you are the husband. Are you going to appreciate her devotion or go insane with your own problems? Isn't it? So this book is the husband's perspective of Meera's life, how he experienced Meera. Because devotees are like that, they don't belong to the logical dimension of life, they are of a different thing. Devotion is one of the quickest ways to attain, but you won't fit into normal, social and other situations. It's not possible. If you want to fit into normal situations, your family and social situations, and still pursue spirituality, I am not saying devotion is completely absent in you. There is a part of you. Your emotions are there, so naturally certain amount of devotion happens here and there. But you can't choose it as a path, because you still want life to happen the way you want it. When you want life to happen the way you want it, you should just learn to use your body and mind the way you want it. Then only things will happen the way you want it, isn't it? You can also attain through your intelligence. You can also attain through your physical action. You can also attain by transforming your inner energies. But you are not just any one of them, you are a combination. So we are choosing a combination of these things so that without disturbing external realities, you can still evolve. If you want to preserve the external realities and still evolve, then naturally there are compromises, you go slowly. You are not bothered what happens to your corporate world or to your husband or wife or child or anything. You just want to grow. Then it's very quick. You want to preserve this also, but you want something else to happen. That is why we are going slowly. With different people we do different things. There are some people who are not concerned about all those things. With them we work in a different way. Now you are people who want to preserve the external situation, but still you want an internal possibility. So we are going slowly, a combination of all these things, not putting anything to a high pitch, everything trying to raise to the next level of experience, not to the ultimate. We are just seeing how to push it to the next level of experience. Devotion and corporate world will not go. Devotion and family life will not go. Devotion and anything will not go. Devotion means everything else has to dissolve. That's why I'm saying, don't talk devotion, it's just deception. Some moments, when your experience raises to a certain pitch, a moment of devotion may happen to you. Just wait for that moment, it's very wonderful. But don't try to pursue devotion as your policy, because there is a very deep deception in it.
This was very interesting. Devotion and corporation. Surprising because unlike a lot of the other videos, Sadhguru actually gave a very explicit answer this time, which was no, it's not possible. And he also did a great job going into these examples of even the family situation. And I could relate to an extent. I don't have too much knowledge here, I'm not enlightened by no means. But I do know that the Hare Krishna path, which is the bhakti path, devotion is bhakti, is one of the paths towards liberation. And I knew people from that group. And I've talked to them, it's very interesting, their method of, I guess, going towards this liberation. And again, it's not even that there's a right or wrong per se, it's just that that is their path. As he says, you need to fully dissolve yourself. And so it's hard to even talk about, to be fully transparent, because it's not logical in nature at all, as he says. So very interesting video. I love what he's suggesting at the end, which is the Isha path, I think, is basically the combination of everything. Although I do think Kriya, which is the inner energies that he talks about transforming, is probably the primary part of it. Could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below if there are different views here. But I will say this one thing, which is something he's shared as well, which is, I think it's called Karma Yoga, which is the action path, right? External action, that is. He didn't mention about that specifically in this video with the extent that I'm going into, but basically it's the idea that everything you do will become a spiritual practice. And so when you involve yourself and you're basically consciously present in everything that you do, then you're also in a way liberating yourself. Volunteering is a great example to notice the karmic structures that are built within you, which will essentially act as limiting factors for your growth and your dissolving. So that is just another way to go, which is the karmic method or the karma action path. And it's really interesting because that is a fusion, as he says, within all these different paths. But yeah, that is pretty much what I have to share here. I think involvement is also great. Combining it all would be even better. Otherwise, as he says, you can't really progress. But yeah, thank you so much for taking this time. I appreciate you listening and watching with me. If you have any other video reaction requests or topics that you want to see on the show, you can comment down below. With that, make this a great day. Take this joyful and stay conscious. Ecstasy.